Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today we are going to do my July bullet journal. So the only thing that I kind of struggled with on this one is that I don't have any red flare pens, which is what I normally do my titles with, but I don't know, I can use color pencils, I guess, for this one more than the flare pens. I just don't have any red. And I'm definitely going with like red and blue this month, but yeah, so I think it's pretty cut and dry this time. I'm using the same type of supplies I always use, so my bullet journal here, and I'll just, ooh, I'm getting some yucky stuff on it. Uh-oh, I might need to wipe that down. Okay, so I have my ruler, I have my journal, I have these aqua pens, which I kind of use for more highlighting more than anything, and I do have to highlight at least one thing for sure. These are by Kelly Creates. I got these at Michael's. They're just like aqua watercolor pens almost, or markers. They work great as a highlighter though. And then, you know, my flare pens here, and I have pencils and stuff in here, and then I use these Fantasia Artist colored pencils to color in a lot of my things. So I'm just going to leave these open because I'm sure I'll use them here in a second, because we are going to update a little bit, and I'll go ahead and do that right now before we get into July. But let's see. I don't have anything on here that I need to mark off, I don't think. Nope, I haven't read any of those for my top 9. I haven't done any more review books either. I could probably add some down here because I have gotten some in the mail. I'm a little bit struggling with my review stuff right now, which I'm actually going to do a discussion video on that coming up here soon this month. But yeah, so I'm probably just going to leave that alone for right now. For NetGalley, I just got approved for one, but I already wrote it in. And I don't think that I've read anything on here recently that I can mark off. No. But I do have a post-it note right here. And this is when I did my NetGalley video, and you guys gave me feedback on what I should read from my NetGalley books, and anyone that you guys talked about, I wrote them down here, and then I put like tally marks. For example, 3 people told me to read Crawdads. 3 people told me to read Broken Girls. 4 people told me to read I See You by Claire McIntosh. So anything that had any type of mention, I would write that down here. So I am keeping track of that, and next time I go for a NetGalley book, I'm going to reference that for sure. This project has not even happened. I don't have anything to write down there right now, and I think, okay, so for adapted, I did read an adaptation, sorry. I read Nosferatu, and I'm currently reading Good Omens as well, so I could do that. And then I think we've had some announcements for adaptations. I wrote The Knife of Never Letting Go. That was kind of one of the newer ones. And I'm trying to remember if there's any more off the top of my head, but I'm not sure. So I'll just have to come back to that later if I think of anything that is going to be adapted. Okay, so I guess that's it. So we will go ahead and get started on June. Oh, actually for July, I can mark off a couple of these videos. Let's see. I did the Assassin's Blade vlog. Haven't done Crown of Midnight yet. I do plan to hopefully do that in July. And that's it. So, okay. You guys don't usually see this page because I don't do it on camera. I don't write down my video ideas on camera in the beginning because sometimes I don't have all the ideas yet and I just don't do it, but this is what it ends up looking like. So I just write down the video ideas I have, and then I cross them off when I do them, if I do them. Sometimes they all get crossed off, sometimes they don't. It just depends on what I can get to. Oh, the book Democracy, I did read one more. Just one. This one wasn't super successful. It was a bingo, and yeah, it just wasn't it was a little bit too much. So this month I'm going a different route with the book democracy, which you'll see when I get to it. But I decided not to do the bingo one just because, you know, this is a lot. And there are some people in that group who will block out a bingo board. And I'm like, good for you. That's 25 books. I can't do that. So I just don't read that fast. But I did read a few here. But I didn't even get a full bingo. I got like a bingo and a half, I would say, or like, you know, 4.5, because I started reading a book for a disturbing book and I just didn't finish it in the month of June. And if you don't finish it in the month of June, it doesn't count. So wasn't super successful on this one, but that's okay. And did all that. Okay. So yeah, we are ready to get started on July. I'm definitely going, you know, red and blue. So I'll probably be using these more than anything. I think I will probably do most of this in black in my black pen and then kind of go over some of my black pen with the colored pencils here. So that's kind of my plan since I don't have any red Flair pens, and that's okay. So the Flair pens like may just come in for all of my other pages where I'm doing the title, and I'll probably just use different shades of blue. That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing right now. So, all right, with that, we are going to get started. I'm going to turn on Game of Thrones. I have 2 seasons left. I'm about to start season 7, and we're going to bust this out.
All right, so I zoomed in here so you guys can have a better look at it, but I'm going to start by using my black pen, and this is a Micron pen that I use. It's a .01, and that's just kind of my favorite pen that I use. I think I got that one at Hobby Lobby, but anywhere you can find Micron pens, that's kind of my preferred thickness of the pen, I guess you could say. This one's been worn down a little bit, so it does tend to write a little bit thicker just because it's been worn down and used a whole bunch. So I'm going to use that for all my drawings here and stuff. But I did a little bit of a take on fireworks. I'm not very good at drawing fireworks at all, so this is just kind of the easier ones that I could mimic here. So they're not the best, but they're fireworks. And I'm basically going to outline just about everything here in black, and then I will go over with my colored pencils and I will color in around the bursts of the fireworks. And so I have a couple jutting out from the bottom here, and then I will move over and do my quote, which is, "With freedom, books, flowers, and the moon, who could not be happy?" And that is a quote from Oscar Wilde. So I thought that was pretty relevant. It has the word freedom in it and books. So, you know, with 4th of July, I thought that was a good quote to have for this month. So I'm just going to outline everything here. And then I will have one more firework burst down here on the bottom. And I did an outline of the word books because, you know, this is a book bullet journal, and I'm going to color those in the quote. Okay, so now I'm going to use my colored pencils here. And I'm going to start with red, and I'm just going to kind of do it a little bit randomly. It doesn't have, I'm not trying to do like every other one or whatever. There's not going to be any rhyme or reason because there's not really any rhyme or reason for fireworks either. So I'm just going to, you know, color in the bursts here, and just, it's almost like I'm highlighting it with the colored pencils. And then for the books, I decided to do half red on top, and then the bottom half will be a blue color. So I'm going to make them a multi or a two-tone type of thing. So I'm going to get all these in here, and then I will pick a darker shade of blue. I'm actually going to do 2 different shades of blue just because of how many bursts are on there. So again, I'm just going to go through and do every couple. And then I'll go back through with a lighter shade of blue as well. I am going to do the same blue on the bottom ones here, and for these I did do every other one. So I like the way that looks. And then I'll use this blue here as well inside the word books. And I really like the way that ends up looking. And I'm kind of blending them in a little bit together at where they meet the colors. And then I'm going to go through with a lighter shade here. I probably could have gone a little bit lighter too to make more of a contrast, but it's okay. So it's like a tad lighter than the other one, but that's all right. And then I decided I wanted to go through with yellow and do kind of the circles in there as well. And I'm going to kind of blend it in a little bit into the burst on the outside too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and just make it really seem like it's one big cohesive burst for the fireworks here. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll do the center here too on these, and then the center around here. And as you can see, I'm just kind of going around the edges and then I'm kind of blending them in a little bit. These color pencils are really good for blending colors. They don't smear or mess anything up. All right, so now I'm going with what I normally do, which is my reading page. So I'm doing my circle in the middle where I'll do the month and then making my squares. I really just like this. It helps me keep everything, you know, blocked off and all that. And July is a really strange month for me. I do keep everything the same, but I don't know. It's like this is such a catch-up month for me, basically, and it's you know, I'm trying to get through some things I've been reading for a while or projects I've been working on for a while and trying to finish up some books to read for those, for videos and all that. So it's I don't have a lot to put here. Like I have a couple arcs to put on here, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to get to them. And you know, I have one buddy read that I'm doing right now, and that's it. I think I write down TBR jar, but I didn't pick anything for my TBR jar this month or last month, and you know, it's just kind of interesting. Actually, did I pick ones for last month? Maybe I did. I don't remember if I picked last month or not. I don't think I did. And I don't think I'm going to pick for August either. So the TBR jar is kind of making an appearance sporadically, but that's okay. I still have the things, so I'll write them in as I can. Okay, so now I'm doing my videos page, and this is the one that will be filled up here soon. I'm just not going to do it on camera. And then I go over to make my book list. So this is where I'm going to write down all of the book list videos and make my lists and stuff that Lindsay and I do. And then I'm going to do my book haul revisit for the month of July. And yeah, so I'm going to just go ahead and do that. And then make my boxes. So I do a box for books I have read, books I have not read yet, and then books I've unhauled. And I keep track of that when I do my book haul revisit videos every month. And that is where I go through and I watch my book hauls from last year in the same month, and then kind of tell you the status on where I am with all of those books. And so far, actually from a year ago, it's been the numbers have not been great. I haven't been reading a whole lot of what I've been hauling a year later, basically. But I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so I have those ready to go, and I'm going to write in what the boxes are, and then I'll use that when I film my video. And then for the month of July, since it's a catch-up month, I'm literally just going to write down catch-up month over here, and then I will write down the books that I need to catch up on and things I need to read in order to finish up some special videos and things like that. So I'm not going to do that on camera. And then for the Book Democracy, this is the new board. It's a tic-tac-toe board versus a big, huge bingo board. I am doing just the smaller version of a bingo board, basically, and hoping that this is going to be a little bit more successful for me. But I've already read the Free Space one, so that's good. And actually, since I did this video, I did read a book with a love interest as well, so I have 2 marked off already. Okay, so here is a slower look at my pages. You know, they're kind of standard. I'm kind of sticking with the same thing every month, which I've been enjoying. I don't have any readathons planned this month either, even though there's a few going on. I'm just not participating in them. I have other things I need to concentrate on. But yeah, that's going to be it for my video today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.